Hi everybody, my name's Doug Wilson, and this is Yellowhawk Custom Kydex. I have a couple more sheath systems for you. This one's different, okay? Now this is a sheath system that I built a few months ago for this guy, right? But he found that he wanted a piggyback after he received just the main sheath and the combat lock belt clip on the scuba webbing, right? Which is, I like this idea. I like it. It works well. If you're looking for, you know, a setup that you can keep on your belt and not have to take your belt off or whatever, right? For a dangler, this is a good idea. This is a good option, all right? Because you don't have to take your belt off, all right? So he sent it back to me. He said, "Hey, Doug," he said, "I realized I really wanted a piggyback for this one, right? With this knife here, okay? Like a Warncliffe style, custom. It's custom. I like it. It's comfortable. Nice thin blade. Great companion knife for, I forget what knife was in here. Maybe some kind of bark river, maybe. I can't remember. It's slipping my mind. Anyway, so here we got his Exotac. Now, I furnish these. If you want a ferro rod from me, I like these, okay? They don't cost you a whole lot of money, but they work well in the field. And this thumb ramp, this thumb hold thing, really works well when you're striking it because it's nice and fat, although it's not too big for the sheath, okay? These are perfect for my sheath systems. I use this exact ferro rod in the field all the time, okay? And I've never not been able to get a fire with one, all right? So anyway, but if you want an Exotac, I'll put yours on there for you, just like I did here. And then I made the piggyback sheath for him, attached it to his main sheath, and Bob's your uncle, right? So there's that. I'll show you that carry assembly. This is scuba webbing. This stuff right here, nice and stiff. It's about as stiff as 10-ounce leather, which is really stiff, all right? But it is flexible. It's flexible, especially with the D-ring on there, okay? So there's that. Let's make sure this is tightened up for him. Yep, nice and tight. Okay, so there's that. Just basic black voodoo dangler, right, with a combat lock belt clip. Turned out well. Okay, so there's that one. All right. Like I said, if you're looking for a sheath that's, honestly, it's a high-end custom Kydex sheath. A lot of guys love them. Some guys can do without them, right? So if you're interested, 443-315-6033. Just text me. That is the quickest way to get a hold of me, right? I usually answer within 10 minutes, usually, right? Sometimes I don't. I've got stuff going on. I do have a life. Okay? All right, next one. This is a Bravo Survivor. Bark River. Look at that giant fuller. Whoo! That lightens up the blade a lot, huh? There it is. Nice knife. You guys want to hear that again, don't you? Uh-huh. This is the #1 reason why guys want a good Kydex sheath for their knife. That click, right? I call that the Yellowhawk click. Okay? Now, I don't always recommend this, but if you want one and it's feasible, I'll put one in for you. This is a slide lock. This mechanism right here. Okay? You can see that when you slide it up, it makes it super tight. You can still get it out, but it's hard to get out. It's hard, right? I don't really believe in locking a knife in a sheath so that it cannot be removed, right? Most of the time, when I put these on, you can remove it with, you know, when it's at full retention. But anywhere along this slot, it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter until you get to the top, right? Then it's really tight. Okay? So I reckon for guys that are going to see combat, or maybe going to see combat, or are in the military, I recommend a slide lock if you want one. Okay? With my retention, you don't need it, but it's good to have it just in case. You just reach down, pull that thing up, and that blade is not going anywhere. Okay? I was a paratrooper in the military. I served in a special forces unit, and I would jump this sheath. I would jump it, right? Especially with the slide lock on it. Okay, so there it is. Okay, piggyback pry bar. He's got this. EOD Robotics Incorporated titanium pry bar. Okay, I don't know what he uses it for, but I can't see that he's busting doors open with it. I can't see that, but maybe it's that strong. Okay, anyway, there you go. Civvy clip on the back. Way up there on that mount plate. Way up there, right? As far up as it'll go. And then his, again, Exotac. I think that's an Exotac. It might be an aftermarket Exotac. Let me see. I don't know. It doesn't say Exotac. The Chinese are whipping it, right? They are making absolutely identical knives to some of our American outdoor knives, like the BK2, some of the Boosies, a lot of the Cold Steels. The Chinese are copying them and selling them on, Temu and those other, budget sites, budget internet selling platforms, right? And I'm telling you, you can get a Boosie lookalike for $20, And I want to say this: I've never had one in my hand, any of these fake ones, right? These copies. But if they're using stainless steel, and I don't care what kind of stainless steel it is, most stainless steels today are pretty good steels. Hold a great edge for quite a while, right? And they're not difficult to sharpen, usually, okay? So, but I have not tested. I'm toying with the idea of doing a video on this, right? And buying a couple of knives, putting them through their paces, and see what we got there. The problem is I got nothing to compare it to. If I get a Boosie lookalike, I don't have a Boosie, so I can't compare it to another Boosie, a real one, right? I can't do that. So, but I can tell you how that one is, right? How the fake is. Anyway, crazy, okay? I don't condone that kind of stuff. I don't think that's fair. But, the Chinese, hey, they copy everything. They just do. That's what they do, right? Those companies, they're in it to make money, and that's what they think about. So, sorry, guys. Truth is truth. It needs no defense. Okay, that's it. just basic black again. All right, guys, that's it. It's Doug Wilson for Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex. Thanks for watching, and thank you for supporting veteran-owned Yellow Hawk Customs. See ya.